So what, like, so you've, I mean, seeing a volcano for the first time erupt, like, what's that experience like?
It's butt puckering. I don't know if there's
Yeah.
any better way I can put it than.
Compared to a tornado, is it like, I mean, I know it's not moving, but
Yeah, it's completely different. It's so hard to compare.
yeah.
So the first time I saw lava like actually flowing and Kilauea erupting was back in 2016. And I hiked out. It took 13 miles round trip to hike out to the Poly, where the lava was coming from, the vents up there. And I didn't. Looking back on it, it was not the wisest choice because I didn't have the knowledge. I had asked several people who have been on the volcano before for their tips, but I didn't have a mask with me for sulfur dioxide, which is like lava. When you get on a volcano, you realize lava is like the least of your worries. Like you're worrying about explosions, you're worrying about sulfur dioxide gas, you're worried about parts of this where lava tubes were falling and caving in under your feet, and so yeah, I got out there and uh, when I asked a few people who'd been out before, I'm like, is lava hard to see? And like, yeah, in the daytime, it is kind of hard to see. It can be kind of silvery, um, but you'll know when you found it. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And like, you'll know. And I remember when I finally came across, I turned this corner and the heat was just unbearable. And I was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
And there were sure enough multiple flows of lava coming down the Poly. And they all sounded like Rice Krispies coming down, which oddly made you very hungry. But it was the coolest thing to see. And all those oh crap moments all the way out there were so worth it. And then you had a bunch of those oh crap moments on the way back because everything was pitch black. But that time that you actually got to spend with the lava was really cool. But I did photograph Kilauea again erupting in 2018 when it was the big eruption in Leilani Estates. And that was a completely different feel. That was completely different type of eruption, very violent eruption. You're seeing it's kind of like a tornado. I can relate it in that way.
Yeah.
You see a tornado over an open field. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But the moment it starts hitting a town and you start seeing people's lives get destroyed and property and possibly, people being killed, completely different feel. So with Kilauea erupting in 2018 and went through Leilani Estates, which is a huge neighborhood, destroyed over, I think it was 800 homes. And so literally I covered it by land, sea, and air, and seeing, it from land and from the air, literally just engulfing people's homes, you have a different feel for it.
Right.
Still beautiful from the natural aspect. It's still beautiful, but internally you have a little bit of a heavier heart for what you're seeing.
Yeah, definitely. And that kind of just a personal thing out there, like personal trip, or was that paid gig?
No, that was on assignment for National Geographic Spain.
Okay.
So went out there, did two trips out there. The first was at the end of May, and then I went back out there at the end of June.
Yeah.
Because the eruption actually started 2 years ago yesterday.
Okay.
And it lasted from May through, I believe, mid-August. So it was quite the eruption.
Yeah.
So yeah, but pretty wild experience.